Hey guys, and welcome back to the series. So, a couple days ago, we had a very bad experience and we lost our hardcore status. And it wasn't due to some epic boss battle or fighting KBD for the first time, it was over some server issues that a lot of people have experienced this last week. But we'll get to see that later in the episode. For now, while we still have our status, I'm finally figuring out how to get the Dungeoneering Daily Challenge to actually count. So we had to get all the way to complexity 6 before it would start counting. So we did this. It actually took a while. I actually really tried to focus in on the skill. I haven't done it in a very long time, so I kind of experienced all it has to offer, so to speak. And it was kind of hard. I literally died like 4 or 5 times. So it ended up being kind of challenging, which was obviously entertaining. So happy days, we get it toggled, and just to finish up the rest of our dailies, we're buying our daily seeds, we have to make our daily compost, and as well as the beehives. And man, guys, this is so exciting. We finally hit level 50, and the first level 50 skill is farming, which is just mind-blowing. Farming was my lowest level on my main account for years, so I don't want to forget about quests. I hate doing them, but the reason I wanted to do Lost Tribe was you get a Ring of Life at the end as a reward, and I was, trying to prep for the Slayer grind and getting ready to do Barrows, shortly, or when we got there. But I wanted to do more PPM, so I thought the Ring of Life would be awesome, and the quest was really fun. Basically discover a lost tribe of goblins who aren't anything like the normal goblins. They're smart, capable of making all this kind of crazy technologies. So we run around Gillinor getting all the information we can, which leads us to the goblin generals, and they end up telling us a little bit of lore, and they teach us a goblin salute, so the new goblin tribes can know that we're actually friends. So we hop back into the tunnels and get hit with some booby traps running through the maze, so, be careful. But we finally get there, and this dude won't talk to me. He is so skittish and, so scared, and I'm, using the brooch on him, and I'm, trying to figure it out. And I, remember, we have to do the salute, so kind of a dumb mistake, but we finally got it and started moving along. We had to become, the ambassador, so to speak, between the King of Lumbridge and the King of the Goblins. So we made a peace treaty, and boom, quest complete, and it's so nice to have a Ring of Life. This is probably going to save my life a couple times, at least until we can actually get one, make one, and enchant it. We're going to keep on the quest grind, and we do Ernest the Chicken, and this is such a classic quest. But back in the day, this little puzzle down here in the basement used to be so confusing, and Jagex made the levers and the doors color-coded now, so it was really simple. I just thought that was awesome, a nice touch. But we turn everything in, and this crazy mad scientist turns Ernest from a chicken into a man, and 4 quest points. But we wanted to become pirates, so we kept going on quests, and we ended up doing the rum deal, and you're supposed to hide the rum in this crate, all of these bananas, and I accidentally ate a couple, so don't do what I did, I'm stupid. But we, we get the job, we get the achievement, we pay off customs, and it brings us back to the mainland. Now we're off to find some buried treasure, and we find it in Valador Park. We actually had to kill somebody, like a farmer, but, quest complete, to get up to 100 quest points as quick as possible. So the witch's house, I remember being kind of like a pain in the ass, because that creature at the very end can be kind of powerful, and it's been a long time since I did it, so I thought it would be okay. This little mouse mechanism thing kept screwing me up, and I actually got caught by the witch 2 times doing all of this, so yay. But we finally get it done. And I was a little bit worried, I was going to put prayers on and stuff, but really, the creature's transformations really weren't bad until the end. And we crit them for 1100, which I thought was really cool. It's the little things. It just took a couple minutes, but we finally did it. I almost walked out without grabbing that kid's ball. But magic level, all the way up to 37, going for 58. But quest complete. Now that's 4 quest points, so it's 3 quests, 10 quest points, and a constitution level. So, we're moving on up, Beginning of the episode, we were doing daily challenges, and I switched to quests, but we're just finishing that up now, and one of them being making urns. Now, this is something that I've been wanting to do for a while anyway, because urns are really good extra XP. But because we blasted through so many crafting levels, I figured I would just wait until I can actually make a decent, level urn. The XP from dailies is always amazing. Look at all those flashing levels. I absolutely love it. unlocking so much stuff. Bracelets. I want to get all the main bracelets and necklaces and everything enchanted and just have like a whole variety of it. I need to fish and cook some lobsters because I wanted to go PVM. I really wanted to start Slayer. So we went back to that creature that's been kicking our ass for the last like 3 episodes and actually finished it. It was so much easier with melee. So we just kept going, and I got my first grotworm task, and I kind of forgot how much these things suck. It wasn't like horrible XP, but you know, we got all the way up to 20. Kept going with the Slayer. I really want as much charms as I can get, but we ran out of food, so you know, I can't really seem to do something for a long period of time, so we kind of just keep going back and forth from fishing and cooking and Slayer. But we got a Moss Giant task, and this was so awesome because A, it's nostalgic. I used to sit here for hours, but the big bones were going to be really helpful for prayer. Staying on Slayer, we get all the way to 40 defense, and then this is awesome because we can finally start making that split bark armor for our mage gear setup and wear adamant when we actually go out and do melee. But we spawned one of these really big Slayer creatures when you're doing Slayer sometimes, and I tried, guys, but he was just hitting like a tank, so that would be a good time to go make that split bark armor. Now, you can trade Zaf and Varrock Square all this bark and fine cloth, and you can only do so much a day, but if you take it up to, I believe it's the 3rd story of the Wizard's Tower, you can trade this girl, and paying her gold as well as giving her those items, she can make that split bark armor for you. Finishing up our task, we hit 40 Constitution and Magic, which were just huge milestones. We're rounding those numbers out like really nice. So unlocks Mystic Stabs, and I don't know really I'm gonna get one because I don't think you can buy one. You can make them, but I still need a Elemental Battle Staff to upgrade it. But as it says 30 Slayer, but it shows up 41 defense, but you know, 30 Slayer, we're making away. And I decided it was it's been long enough. I want an aura, and I wanted the Call of the Sea order for fishing because I kind of hate fishing. So we got all the way to 52, which was our goal, guys. We can finally do Desert Soul and Menaphos, but sadly we didn't get up to 52 cooking, so we'll have to just do some fishing later and get that up to 52 as well. And back on the Slayer, 43 defense, always nice, but guys, let me tell you, this Alligator Slayer task is horrible. They're out in the middle of the desert, so you need water skins, or you take damage every so often, and the only thing they drop is bones. But when I came and unlocked Menaphos, I actually forgot to unlock the lodestone, so I figured I was down there, might as well. Another day means another piece of split bark armor, and we got the wand, so I went ahead and made the orb and a helmet piece, so we're not too far off from having a full set. Squeezing in some summoning, getting all the way to 20, but I wanted to keep doing quest grinds. And we did a mini quest called the Barbarian Bar Crawl, and you basically run around to all the bars in Gillinor, special drink, to be able to prove that you can get shit-faced to be a barbarian, so they'll let you in. And the reason we did this is because it unlocks the ability to do Scorpion Catcher, and guys, so we needed the Dusky Key, and this is when we died. So we're running through, and it starts to lag. And as I'm passing through the lesser demons with the Black Knights, it just freezes. And it sat here for quite a few minutes and logged us. Black screen. It was a sad moment. I had some live commentary for it, but really it's not nice. You know, we didn't lose the account. We got a jar of life, so revert back to a regular Ironman. But you know what? I'm not too discouraged. I'm really upset that it happened like that, but you know, I still have the account and I still love playing Iron Man mode, so we just got right back on our feet, started doing our daily split bark armor to get most of our gear back, and eventually get the full set. Look at this. I mean, minus the wizard boots, but it actually looks pretty cool. And once we got our armor, I went right back to going to get the Dusty Key. So, you know, it sucks, man, but you know, playing Iron Man mode has really let me fall in love with the game again, so we're just gonna keep trucking away. Dusty Key, but when we died, we actually lost the Scorpion Cage, so we had to run all the way back and get the Scorpions. And I figured because my name was Hardcore Draxman, HXC, I figured I'm not hardcore no more, so we just went ahead and changed our name. So Iron Draxman is born, and we're excited to keep going. So, instead of doing the bar crawl, we can come to Barbarian Village now, and we grab the Scorpion there, and we come up to the monastery next to Edgeville and get another one. And, you know, quest complete. Since we finished the quest, this wizard will actually help upgrade our battle staffs into mystic battle staffs. And I wanted to really focus on prayer, so we actually went and killed baby blue dragons. It got boring, so we just jumped back to Slayer. And guys, I mean, we're getting so close to our goals, man. I figured one more episode and we're gonna be hitting Barrows. Now, these cave crawlers actually poison you in the Fremenic Slayer dungeon, so we went around and killed as many unicorns as we could, and we made a bunch of anti-poison. I didn't notice it before, but the cave crawlers actually drop everything you need to make anti-poison, so we probably could have just stayed here. But only 2 more levels on defense, boys, and we'll have to find some mystic armor. We ran out of food, so I figured we'll fish as many lobsters as we need to get all the way to 52 cooking. And now we have unlocked Metafosh fishing, which is awesome. We are going to end the episode here, but there is a good thing that came out of dying and losing the hardcore status. It now opens up all of these PVM avenues that we couldn't really do before because we were worried about dying and lock-in / losing the hardcore status. So don't forget to like, subscribe if you haven't. Remember, if you guys want to join the clan, just hop into Discord to get a hold of us. I hope you guys have a great life. I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.